Casanova officially sentenced life in prison. Court footage. Recently, Casanova just turned himself in for some big trouble. The Brooklyn rapper is known for his affiliation with the street life, but now it seems like it just may have caught up to him. Casanova is now taking the stand, fighting for his freedom. He was indicted for some very serious offenses stemming back to 2015, and he seems to be dug in a deep hole. Although the rapper has only been in the game since 2016, he has been successful, making a name for himself in his native New York and also landing a deal with Jay-Z's Roc Nation. The only issue, however, is the 34-year-old rapper could not stay away from the street life. New York has been flooded with crime, but at the same time, a lot of light has come out of the city's musical influence recently. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we will be covering court footage of Casanova officially sentenced to life in prison. Before we jump into this video, be sure to comment the keyword APE for a chance at winning our giveaway, and be sure to subscribe for more videos. With the recent indictment and court ruling, do you think that Casanova just threw away his entire rap career? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Just a few days ago, on the 1st of December, prosecutors from the Southern District of New York Federal Court declared a warrant for Casanova, who is allegedly a high-ranking member and leader of the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation gang. He was among 18 others of the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation gang, charged in connection with various racketeering, murder, narcotics, firearms, and fraud offenses, officials say. The acting U.S. Attorney, Audrey Strauss, said, as alleged in the indictment, members of the Guerrilla Stone committed terrible acts of violence, trafficked in narcotics, and even engaged in brazen fraud by exploiting benefits programs meant to provide assistance in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The FBI apprehended 17 members of the gang, but Casanova was not detained and an arrest warrant was later issued. However, even more recently, Casanova would turn himself into the federal authorities. He surrendered himself at the Midtown South Precinct in Manhattan, police said. The Bloods faction has been tied to shootings and robberies in Westchester County and Brooklyn, and one of its alleged members, Brandon Stacks Soto, is accused of driving an accomplice to Poughkeepsie to assassinate a 15-year-old boy back in September. The teen was later identified as Jelani Jones. He was fatally shot in the head. While unemployment skyrocketed during the pandemic, the U.S. government was sending out checks to those who were in need. However, two suspects are accused of using other people's fake IDs to file fraudulent applications for COVID-19 related unemployment benefits. Casanova, whose track Set Trippin' includes the lyrics "Punch you in the face, if I knock your teeth out, every time I come through, got my head out," still faces charges in a 2018 assault in Brooklyn. This will not help his case. He's accused of punching and robbing a young woman who was recording him at a Greenwich Village diner. If convicted of all these crimes, he will be sitting behind bars for the rest of his life. 5 years ago, back in 2015, police arrested 17 alleged members of the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation and its subset Black Stone Guerrilla Gangstas, accusing them of plotting gun violence and selling crack, cocaine, and ecstasy throughout Co-op City in Castle Hill in the Bronx. It was revealed that Casanova is a big-time player in the gang's funding. The 34-year-old New York star gives a cut of his earnings to the gang's founder, Dwight Dick Wolf Reed, who is serving life sentence for the point-blank execution of an enemy in 2014, according to a court filing. Casanova also sells drugs through two of the gang's most violent members. Assistant U.S. Attorney Shiva Lagaraja wrote in a document detailing the case against the rapper and the 17 other accused gangsters. Casanova played it cool Thursday during his first appearance via telephone in Manhattan federal court, saying he took a shot of Hennessy before he was arrested by the FBI. "I've never been addicted to drugs or anything. I took a shot of Henny," he said in response to a judge's question whether he was under the influence of any drugs or alcohol. "That's it, just liquor. Before I turned myself in, I took a little swig," concluded the rapper. He said he hadn't drunk anything since he was in custody, unless the officer gave it to me, he added, chuckling. The feds went into details as to how the Guerrilla Stones are no joke. The investigation determined that Reed, the gang's leader, maintains an iron grip over Guerrilla Stone from behind bars, prosecutors wrote. The gang has members in the 5 boroughs, New York prisons, in North Carolina and Florida. It has 8 different sets referred to as caves, each with its own command structure, prosecutors wrote. There are separate hierarchies for the street lineup and prison lineup. Gangsters have various responsibilities within the Department of Security, Department of Finance, and Department of Education, according to prosecutors. Among the gang's rules, quote, "Never let the enemy of a Rilla live around you," and "As Rillas, we must crush our enemies on sight," unquote. The indictment notes he's flaunted his membership of the Guerrilla Stone in social media and that one of his songs, Big Ape, has been viewed almost 2 million times. The half Panamanian, half Jamaican rapper was on an up before getting indicted. The feds were able to show that the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation is not necessarily untouchable. With these indictments, there is no way that the rapper is escaping time behind bars. His mandatory minimum sentence is 15 years. However, the way the cards are stacked against him, he might not get so lucky, as life in prison is still very likely. With the recent indictment and court ruling, do you think that Casanova just threw away his entire rap career? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we covered court footage of Casanova officially getting sentenced to life in prison. Before we end off this video, be sure to comment on keyword ape for a chance at winning our giveaway, and be sure to subscribe for more videos.